Yeah.
I don't know.
We're
I thought
live
I'd read
now.
the article to everybody. But we were going to talk about what were we going to talk about? Like smuggling and illegal importing and all that.
Yeah,
Hoarding.
I thought so, and hoarding, and actually, like, when I was kinda looking into it, I thought that, maybe this kinda started because of pirates. So I found some interesting stuff about they just used to trade pets and they, like, different things like that. So they wasn't really smuggling, but some of them would decide to keep it. But I read some kinda interesting things, and then also, like, it's sometimes it's not just they'll smuggle and then they'll become like hoarders. Did you read that?
No.
Yeah, and then there was a really good story about a parrot. I have it on my computer, that's why I keep looking. A parrot, like, somehow, found an illegal drug deal or, like, made somebody aware of an illegal drug deal. So, um, hang on, parrot drug
I
bust.
read
Let me
that the
see.
guy that was smuggling the toucans gets he only has to pay $250,000
Sorry.
and maximum of 20 years. But I am curious what is going to get realistically. I think those things
Yeah,
are usually a slap on the wrist comparatively, which is sad.
I know.
But
Yeah.
I didn't know it could
Yeah,
be 20 years in prison. I'm like, oh, ooh, okay,
really?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a pet parrot helps UK police bust a gang. Um,
Would he tattle on
that's
him?
I haven't read the whole, um, thing or watched it's a video, so I haven't. Parrot
Okay.
helped police bust a major gang involved in selling drugs after officers discovered videos of the bird repeating dealer. I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
There was a
And
story
hello,
where
everybody.
there was a story.
Oh, thank you, Glenda.
I don't think it was here. It was either in a Hispanic country or Japan. I know. I was like, which, but the bird got loose, got lost. Somebody found it, and the bird kept reciting something, which led them to the owners.
Oh, neat. What
Yeah.
there was an African Grey did, solve a murder. An ex-wife and her boyfriend murdered, and then so the girlfriend or somebody, the new girlfriend took the African Grey, and, like, a year later, the African Grey started saying like, the murder scene, and he solved the murder, and it was, it was the ex-wife and her new boyfriend or husband or whatever. So that one was really interesting as well. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's some pretty, and that's the thing. Ken always laughs about Earl. You can see when he looks at you a certain way. He calls it. He'll say his black box is recording. You know, like an airplane.
Ooh. Yeah.
So like that might not come out right now, but that might come out 5 years from now. You know, yeah. Earl's
Well, we have
tricky.
Buster telling on Action Park. We didn't know
Yeah,
anything about that.
yeah. Yeah, I actually was just subtitling an old video that showed up today that I hadn't subtitled, and he's talking about Action Park. And then I was working on another one of a rant with Ken, and he says, "Walk with sass," but he's screaming it. He's like something like, "That's fine," and he goes, "Walk with sass." I don't know where he.
Oh, what are
Oh,
you
wait,
drinking?
I'm gonna have a little wine tonight.
Okay.
What do you have?
Cheers. This is something my
Cheers.
best friend it's called VA Energy. It's pomegranate
Oh,
blueberry. I don't think there's caffeine in it. I think it's just more vitamins and things like that. I can't remember if there's caffeine in it or not. This the print is so teeny. I would need
yeah,
a
yeah,
magnifying glass to find out, but I don't
yeah.
really feel energy from it. The only energy I feel is because it's a bunch of fruit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Um, condo, yeah, that's at least, if not more. Um,
what do you guys
every
drink
now and
now?
then. Oh, yeah, what do you guys have? Amanda's got coffee, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott
So,
makes
service dog, oh,
what?
sorry, go ahead.
You go
Service
ahead.
dog and Amanda must have been able to be on because they're moderators. That must have been it because we weren't
Yeah,
live yet. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, which I haven't, wait a minute. Let me see if let me find, oh, yep, I need to,
You guys got to try chocolate coffee. You get milk chocolate mix like Nestle's. You get your cup
mhm.
and you do like 2 tablespoons of it in the cup, and then you put it under your Keurig or coffee maker or pour the hot coffee in the cup and stir, and it's like something from Starbucks.
Ooh,
Yeah. If it's not
yeah,
sweet
cool.
enough, you can add creamer, or whatever, but it's very chocolatey
Yeah.
and good.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Oh, and I think I was telling her, Rebecca and Amanda and Service Dog before we started that I figured out a way because I have a really bad problem with trolls when we have the wings out in the evening, and there's a way that I figured out that I think I I did. You got your wrench. I did, Service Dog. Let me know if
Did
you
you
are.
did you
Thank
see what
you. I'm
Yulenka wrote?
no.
In
Uh,
Colombia, a pirate named Lorenzo alerted cartel members to approaching police. They opened The operation failed, and the dealers were arrested. Lorenzo, one of many trained parrots, became evidence.
yeah, yeah. That's like I said, they used that parrots, when he was reenacting the murder, they used that as evidence, like, I mean, they didn't bring the bird in to the but they recorded it, and that was evidence, and that's how they prosecuted him.
Jeez.
That happened in the States, um, but it's been a long, long time ago, so I can't remember. Yeah.
I wonder if theft is up given the economy and everything happening. I know back when we had that 2008 crash, theft with birds went way up, and then it
Oh,
came back
really?
down. Yeah, yeah.
See, um, I mean, in 1992, it became illegal to, what do you I can't think of the word. You couldn't bring them here from another like, they're not allowed to be, can't think of the word.
Imported in.
Imported, thank you.
Yeah, because they
Goodness
were running
me.
into
I
the
need some.
jungles and scooping the poor things up, stealing the baby eggs and everything, and they
Yeah,
stopped. They made it illegal, but then the smuggling got super bad. And so I don't know when, but they made real harsh laws. If you try to smuggle them in,
yeah, yeah.
the laws are really, really harsh. And so our
Mhm.
smuggling problem is real low compared to other countries. The the other countries, like in Europe, from what I understand, it's really bad.
Yeah. Ours is better, but I think it does, I mean, it's, of course, it still happens.
Yeah.
Um, and bird theft is really on the rise, in my opinion. I think I had mentioned that,
What's on the
there was
rise?
a African bird theft,
Oh,
people stealing birds. Um,
they're worth
yeah,
so much money today. It's not funny.
I know, I know, and just people just want them, you know. Um,
Isn't a cockatiel almost $400 now?
I've yeah,
It's
well, I
30
know, like
something.
at PetSmart, um, for like a conure, however you say it, they want like 7, 8, $900 for, and I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
sure the Sun Conure is worth more than 1,000 at a pet store. Um, so
I remember at PetSmart when cockatiels were $129, $149.
mm,
And that wasn't
when
ancient
we
times, way back, you
got
know.
our daughter's bird, 2003, I think. for her for Christmas. We got it for a green cheek. It was $75, which was a lot of money for us at that time.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. But it was a local lady that knew my um, daughter really wanted one, and she had really done the work. She had really like this is we went to the library once a week. She had to check out books. She had to come to me after school and say, "This is the time I would be working with my bird, cleaning." Like we really made her do it right, um, and she did a good job. Yeah. Uh,
We got our parrotlet little
wow.
pet for $50. And that, I guess that was about 15 years ago.
Mhm.
Probably more, probably more. And then today, I think you have to pay 400
Yeah.
for a bird that for the smallest parrot in the world.
Tiki
That's what
Tiki
a
say
parrotlet is.
19 years ago, her green cheek was $600. Wow,
Wow.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Fancy
geez.
teals reached 450 last year. The price just dropped to 300 this summer. Whoa, that's a huge drop.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well, I
50
know,
$100 about 12 years ago. Sounds about right.
parakeets, when I see them, they usually start out, they want 50, $60, and then when they don't get rid of them, they drop them down to, like, $39.
Do you
Um,
remember when they were 19.99?
oh, yeah, yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Buster and
Ooh,
Ani, when we got Ani 10 years ago, he was I think he was
mhm,
$1,600. The only way we got him is we used our tax return.
yeah,
And then we were able to also get his cage. But now today Scott's looking it up and they're about 7,000.
yeah. I saw some where people were wanting like $3,000, but I got I did pay for Buster, but I did not pay very much, and that came with his cage and a little crate. Um, I I I did go I drove pretty far to get him, but yeah, I didn't pay much at all. Earl was free and Percy was free, and the little parakeets I had, somebody had asked me to take them, so yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, look what kind of off topic a minute. You know how I'm always joking with Buster about trying to break out of his cage. I have to have the chains wrapped around. So part of the cage we have now, it slides out of the side. So we wrap chains around it and put these on it. And I don't know what these are called, but they're
Yeah, I don't
steel.
or I know, I keep forgetting the name of
Yeah.
them. Drives me
So
nuts.
guess who got this off today? Now I have like four of them, like all the like around it, but he got this one off today. It's gonna be in a video later this week. He was proud of himself, let me tell you.
Ani
So,
holds it and then he uses his tongue and spins the thingy. That's how he does it.
yeah,
And I
yep,
don't know how he does it. We put it on as tight as we can, and
mhm,
he can still get it off. The only thing left to do is we've gotten pliers and tightened it, and he
here,
can't
Mia.
undo that, but neither can we. So whatever
Yeah,
toy is there is just kind of has to be there for.
I just ordered a couple, padlocks, and then I'm gonna hang a key that doesn't go to it because I know he's gonna be trying to get it. It'll drive him crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna take you into here if I don't fall.
Okay, I have
There's
to turn my
Ani's
alarm.
room. We've had to resort to a giant stainless steel chain and one of these. I have to do a contraption where there's a string through the thing
Yeah.
because when I go to put them in, I
Oh,
can't
that's
close the
smart. I'm
door.
gonna do
I
yeah,
can't close because he comes at me. He bites me. So like even when I slam the door, I can't get the chain wrapped around or he'll bite me.
yeah.
So I do it like that. Chet figured that out for us, and we do it because he chewed up the latch. I don't know where it is, but
I
I'd love to
remember that video. You showed that on a video.
stainless steel lock bent, chewed, and torn in half. Torn in half. There it is. Hold on.
Yeah, I remember. I
Torn
think you showed a
in
video.
half.
Wow. Oh, goodness.
Doing a little walkabout.
Yep.
What am I
I
missing
just
in the
wanna
chat?
Condo asked why Chet would chew up the latch.
Who
Oh, shoot.
knows with that boy? Who knows?
Yeah.
So here, this article you found, if I can, I'll tell you what, Apple is just so secure. It drives me nuts. Okay, see if I can put this up. They found 14 of these special toucans. They were smuggled in. There was a driver of a Volkswagen Passat. He
Yeah,
claims
I did.
he claims he didn't know the birds were in there.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
a narcotic sniffing dog found it. It was under the steering wheel. Um, it had been covered with duct tape and cloth. They noticed something was amiss with that. So did the dog. So stashed in the vehicle's dashboard were 14 live keel-billed toucans.
Mhm.
It is a threatened species and illegal to bring into the United States. They sell for about 5,000 a piece.
That's wrong. They sell for way
It's
more than
more.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right?
way more. I know somebody that has them, and I wanna say she paid 10 or 15,000 for the pair.
Wow.
For eat like, yeah. She's a big bird breeder, like, I got my one African gray, my older one from her, and she breeds. So, anyway, they're a that's incorrect, I think.
And it
Continue,
sounds
and I'll
like,
look it up real quick.
yeah, do. And to boot that, they sound like they're special kind of toucan, so they would even be more than a normal toucan.
Yeah, yeah. Um, they look bad too in the picture.
I know. Didn't they look rough?
Mhm.
I think
Oh,
I
it
read that he bound their beaks or something. Let me see.
says 5 to 10,000, but I've seen them go for more than that. I've seen people ask for more than that. I guess that
Yeah,
doesn't
when
mean
we've
you'll
gone
get it.
into Ani's store, the toucans there are way more than that.
Oh, yeah.
The birds are juveniles. They had injuries that included broken tails, a broken leg. Um, they binded the beaks, and I forget. I think they said they heard some fluttering, and that kind of tipped them off too.
Yeah. Yeah, they looked really and they have a I don't think they have a specialized like a lorikeet, but don't they kinda have, like, a specialized diet?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
like
I
almost
thought
all
so.
fruit.
Yes.
And from
Yeah.
what I understand, you really have to. They're kind of delicate diet wise.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I would never I mean, I have no desire to have one anyway. I don't want any more birds. I have enough. But, um, I mean, they are pretty to look at, but I feel like those almost would be better served in a zoo.
Yeah,
Same with lorikeets. They just have such a specialized diet that they oftentimes die because people don't know how to take care of them. So,
yeah.
oh, and hey, everybody, if I've missed you, there's
Fruits
some
and
new
berries,
people
Erica
in.
says. I'm gonna
Fruits
go
and
back and
berries.
see what people are talking about
Yeah,
here.
uh, there was one I wanted to read. Is it Yolanka or Yolan? If I'm mispronouncing, I'm sorry. In
Oh yeah, there
Germany,
she is. Something about Germany. Go ahead and read that.
somebody smuggled 1,500 tarantulas. They were frequent flyers without boarding passes and crammed inside cake packaging. Authorities said the spiders were alive and well. That's interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
1,500. Imagine how much that is.
that's a lot. I I'm not really afraid of spiders, but, tarantulas do kind of they're just so big, you know, they're, like, as big as your hand. Um, you have a pair of hawks. I love crows, and we saw some the other day at a grocery store, there was 3, which how many you see all have meanings? I wanna say 3 means good health. If somebody else knows, let me know. But, I yell at them. I'm like, "Follow me home. I have shiny things." And since there was 3 of them, I yelled it 3 times, "Follow me home, follow me home, follow me home." I love crows. I wanna build a crow bank. Um, it's like a really big deal if a crow, like, picks you, and it goes into a lot of, like, Native American culture and
You
things
know,
like that.
that's
It's real
something it's rare that somebody will keep as a pet, and I keep thinking, that's I would think that's really cruel how they fly a lot. Cockatoos
Mhm,
forage on the ground a lot.
mhm.
They'll
Yeah,
walk if you're giving them a choice between walking and flying,
yeah.
and, they're so smart and, you know, they need to fly, so I always feel bad when I see a crow as a pet.
Yeah. Now, the only 2 I've seen on the internet, they have a built cage and they are able to fly and they do get them out some, but
Oh, good.
to I wouldn't keep one, um, but I don't want one to keep one in a cage. I just want one to come to, like, my house and visit
You
and
want a
give it
friend.
yeah, and give it shiny things. Like, it's a really big deal if they remember you. We could just probably do a whole episode on crows sometimes. Like, they've studied them, they believe they hold funerals when there's a death in, like, their
Oh, we
circle
need
of
to do an episode
yeah,
about that.
yeah, you wanna do that on your channel next time?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, crows
Buttons' mom had a crow visiting, and, she put a shiny thing in the bird bath, and it was gone, and a
mhm,
couple days later, there was a stone or something in
yeah,
the
yeah,
bath, and they
mhm.
started trading things.
Yeah. A girl I follow, I mean, I consider her a friend. We text sometimes and talk. It's oh gosh. Her name is Nicole. It's I'll have to look it up real quick. Anyway, they have a raccoon that visits and gets in their trash can all the time, but it's like super friendly. Chauncey, he's a rose crested cockatoo, and they have a crow, and actually, if they forget to, like, throw out stuff for it, it will come to their door and peck at their door. They live in California, but it's really cool. They put it on their channel sometimes, but they feed it every day. They usually and if they're late on feeding it, it comes to their door and pecks at the glass. So, they're really interesting birds. They just really blow my mind. Um Oh, we're talking about food on here somewhere. I see extra sour cream.
Oh, we are? Something about
Mhm.
beef, pork, or chicken enchiladas. What's an enchilada? What's on there?
Well, I make mine chicken. I make a poblano enchilada, chicken enchilada, and I make like a green sauce that goes on top.
So it's
It's
a
one of
wrap and the
yeah, it's
chicken.
like it can be chicken or beef or whatever kind of
What's
meat.
inside there with the chicken or beef?
Um, Probably rice. I don't. It's different like everywhere because I've never really had one from like a real authentic Mexican restaurant. Um, but I have a recipe that from a channel that she's authentic.
And
Um,
then you put green sauce on top of the wrap
I
thing?
make a poblano sauce, um, and it oh my gosh, it really is good. Um, and you pour it over, and then you put like this Mexican cheese on top and bake it again. Oh, it's one of Ken's favorite because I really want one weekend to like make up about 6 of them and put them in like the aluminum pans and freeze them because they take a really it doesn't take such a I guess there's a lot of steps, but it's his favorite, and where it's so hot here, I don't wanna use the oven right now. Um,
I
so
can
we
make
have a
popcorn.
yeah, we have a toaster oven outside that we use a lot. I won't use it
Oh,
in the
really?
house. It's in an air fryer outside. We don't use that in the house.
Of the birds.
Yeah, just I they say they're safe, but they get really hot. And that's really the problem with, like, all of that stuff is it has to be a certain temperature, they say.
Mhm.
So, it's not worth the risk for me because the toaster oven is stainless steel, but it gets very, very hot. So, we use it on the porch. Yeah.
I felt bad because one Christmas Scott never wins anything each year at Christmas at work. Here he is, 62, never won anything. Finally won something big, and he comes home so proud with this giant box, and he walks in, and he puts it on the table, and he's all proud of it, and it's a freaking air fryer, and he should know better, but you can't use most air fryers have
Yeah,
Teflon, and
yeah,
you can't use them in the house with a bird. I felt like crap when I told him that he had to give it
yeah.
away.
Yeah, we I mean, now Buster, like, goes out and sit we would never even cook with him sitting out there, but, we just use it outside. Where I primarily eat vegan or vegetarian, plant-based mostly, I make a lot of tofu and stuff out there. Now if I'm gonna let Buster have a bite, I make it inside
You make
because
tofu.
yeah, I actually really like tofu.
I can
Yeah.
make popcorn.
Yeah, you're hired.
They make tofu.
Yeah. I don't make tofu, I mean, I bake dishes with tofu, like, I
Oh,
make,
okay.
like because tofu takes on whatever, flavor you give it. So, I make it to taste more like I made bang bang you know how they call it bang bang shrimp? I made bang bang tofu last week,
Hmm.
and it was really good, yeah, um,
Do the
so
birds like it? I bet that's a good snack.
yeah, they do I mean, like I said, if I'm making it and I'm gonna share it with Buster, I'll make it in the house because I don't wanna feed him something that's been in an air fryer, you know what I mean? I don't know if
Yeah,
that could be bad, but I don't wanna risk it.
yeah.
But yeah, he likes it. Um, I made some, zucchini and squash tonight, and put it him some in his bowl, so I'll see if he ate any of it. Um, I don't know. Sometimes he likes the seed that's in it. Um,
Now, does Buster Earl like extra tiny bits of things, or do
so
they like big things to hold?
Buster has to soak everything. Does Ani do that?
Yes,
Cockatoo soup? Yeah.
yes.
Buster's favorite and Earl, well, it's not Earl's favorite, but he'll eat it, is the Supreme pasta blend. And Percy likes it too, I just have to crush it for him. And they both like pistachios. Um, Earl's going to the vet next week. I'll talk more about that next week, but I can't get him to eat anything but seed, like peanuts and sunflower seeds, and he's old, he's 40, and it's really difficult. Maybe one week after all that, we go to the vet and stuff, maybe we can even talk about that.
It's
Aging parrots that
hard
re
to change a bird over that's old like that.
yeah. Well, I mean, like today, I put like a couple peanuts and some seeds under, but I put an cut up apple and egg on top, which he'll normally eat eggs. He goes over and he tosses that stuff out and goes to the bad stuff. The problem is that he literally you can't starve them and you have to be very careful. He's gotten very stubborn. Um, but oh, thank you, Dennis. But yeah,
That's what happened to us. We thought, well, we'll be, tough love with Ani, and
mhm,
and we'll hold out on the food and put the good stuff in there, and
mhm,
every morning, and then if he doesn't eat it, take it out, put it back. Well, he lost a bunch of weight.
yeah.
He
He's not
lost a
losing
bunch of
weight.
weight. He'd rather starve
Um,
and die than eat that stuff.
yeah, that's the problem with Earl. It's not well, he's not like losing weight now, but he's losing feathers. Initially, I thought he was just preening too hard. Buster and Earl both are really hard preeners. I don't know if Ani's like that or not. And so I know it's his diet. I'm certain of it. But where this has been going on, not the feather thing, but this has been going on for like a year where we really are trying and trying to get him to eat better, and he will not. Yeah, I've tried only putting, like, certain things in there, he won't touch it. And,
Mm.
birds can lose weight. They can't go, like, 24 hour they can't go a whole long time without food. So, it's been a real challenge, so we'll see what they say next week, but he goes next week. So, yeah. And I actually found somebody that's a little bit closer, um, to home that I didn't know about so we're trying out a different vet that's a little bit closer than where we usually go. Yeah. So, um, but yeah. But everybody, thank you, everybody. Somebody has said, I saw said,
We're putting coins into USB ports. That's a
thank you, Dennis, for asking people to like and all that. And somebody said this was their first live, and I can't find who it was, but thank you for being here.
Yes,
We
hi.
appreciate you guys. Yeah. And if
We
we
were
miss like a question, usually like service dog or Amanda will let one of us know, and we'll go back to it.
we
So
typically each week pick a topic or two. This week was, and then we just kind of free
go
talk
from there.
and talk
Yeah.
with the chat. And this week we talked about smuggling and importing birds in and what they go through and the
Yeah.
different laws, and read about a specific case about toucans. And we also
Yeah.
talked about how talking birds have tattled on murderers.
Yeah. And a bird in England led to a drug bust. Um, and then is it Yolanka? Is that how she was
You
talking
like
about
a
some tarantulas in hey Nadia, I've
Yeah,
missed
wasn't it like,
you.
was it 1,200 or 1,500
1,500
tarantulas?
tarantulas. Yeah, they
And
snuck them
they put
in.
what they put them in?
Was it cake? Was it cake?
Big boxes or something? I don't know
Yeah,
how
cake
you would
boxes. I don't
get that
either.
many in. They're big.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not that is
Unless
not
they
small.
were babies.
Well, and they were frequent flyers, she said, so they didn't know, or they, like, let them go easier. Mental health mermaid wants to know I would like to know who Albert is as well, because his name comes up a lot in our house, and I only know personally one Albert, and he was a jerk, so but it doesn't seem Buster likes his Albert either. So, yeah.
I still have to watch
Condo? Oh,
I
Condo
still have to
asks
watch what about
go ahead.
Condo?
You still have to watch what? We'll ignore Condo.
Back to
He's not number
Condo
one.
earlier, how much years were
Uh, Oh, Nadia, I
in
hope you
all
feel better.
seriousness, the snake eats frozen pre-killed mice. You have to thaw them out, warm them up, or they'll turn their nose. It has to be warm, and then you make it hop in the cage. I'm kidding. And seriously, we did have a snake that was that picky. You kind of had to make it move, and they have to be like body temperature or warmer. That's what he eats. They're opportunistic eaters. I think if they could, they might eat a small bird, but their ball pythons are very shy and scared of things, and
Mm,
sometimes they go on hunger strikes for months, and they're picky about what they eat. We had one that would only eat white mice that had any color to it or anything. She wouldn't eat it.
hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I
I don't know much.
find it.
I know they like chicken eggs. Well, I don't know about pythons, but black snakes and chicken snakes love
Yeah,
chicken eggs. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
find it hard that they would eat a small bird with the way that they're so shy. But people in snake groups tell me that, in the wild, especially if the opportunity comes, they will eat a very small bird.
Huh. Wow. I'm not
So
surprised by that, but yeah, it's interesting. So back in Ohio, I had a friend. It's not legal anymore after the thing that happened. Was it Cincinnati or somewhere? Um, but he kept gators in his basement and snakes. But
Gators,
he had 2 alligators in his basement. Yeah,
a few.
he had 2. Yeah. He
Wow.
doesn't I mean, he kept them for a little bit after you weren't supposed to have 'em anymore, but last I heard, they don't have they still have some snakes. But they had, like, all the type of exotic snakes. But yeah, I would never keep a gator.
It's funny, there's a pet store near Nashville, and they sold caimans, which are like they're
Oh, thank you,
alligators,
Dennis.
just smaller, and they sold those, but yet they couldn't sell any kind of turtle like a tortoise. I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you take care of a tortoise real well, they're good pets, and they're real
mhm,
friendly and social."
yeah.
But I
Yeah, I had a friend that had, one she used to put an orange flag on him. She would put, like, some sorta I don't remember how she did it, but she used to put an orange flag on him, so when she would let him in her yard, they always knew where he when he was littler.
when I had my other
So
dragons who never hid and just walked around, I put a balloon I got
mhm.
a balloon to him, and the balloon would go through the house. I've
Oh,
never been
goodness.
able to do that with any other bearded dragon because they always wanna, like, hide or something. This guy, he was really cool. He liked being in the open and walking around. We had to keep a colorful bandana on him so we didn't between that and balloons, so we didn't step on him.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, alligators and it was definitely not something I would do, and I've kept chickens in my basement.
You kept
When I
what?
had a basement. I've kept chickens, like, I've raised baby chickens and stuff in the house, and I've had chickens in the basement. If one of them I thought was sick or something like that, we keep them in the house or whatever, but yeah, no alligators, no snakes, um, none of that for me, no way. Um,
Cafe Cat said her cousin has a Komodo dragon.
ooh,
It must be
come
little
here.
to eat
You wanna say
live
hi?
mice,
Come here.
though. But
You
yeah,
wanna say
it's
hi? Come here,
I'm
come here,
so against feeding
come up
reptiles
here.
anything live. Any reptile and feeding live, I'm just why should the little animal suffer? It's ridiculous. Would
Yeah.
you like your bones to be crunched and be eaten
Hey, hey,
slowly
come here,
alive?
come
I mean, euthanize them kindly,
here.
and
Yes.
everybody's like, "Well, it's what they do in nature," and I'm like, "Well, nature's sick. It's cruel. We're humans.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be humane. You don't have to do that." The other thing with reptiles is you try to give them live prey, they can get hurt very easily.
yeah,
The rat
yeah,
or something could bite them. It can get infected, and it's a mess. I don't know if it's
yeah,
true, but I was always told also that feeding them killed prey keeps them a little bit, like, tamer, calmer, less aggressive, that the live feeding triggers a more of an aggressive thing. I don't know if that's true.
that makes sense. I mean, I could see that. I could totally see that makes, sense to me. No, you can't have my wine. Bo likes alcohol, so you have to
Does
keep it
Bobo
away
wanna
from him.
see my snake?
No, Jennifer doesn't. Bobo might, but I don't. I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified. I was trying to read a book to my granddaughter earlier on the phone, and it was a reptile one, and, like, I opened it up I hadn't read it yet. I opened it up, and there's this giant snake and I was like, "Ah, I can't do it."
Have you
When
ever met somebody afraid of birds?
My brother is afraid of birds because when we had Buddy Love, I would have to put him up when he came. He was terrified. And where we used to go to church years and years ago, my pastor's wife was terrified of him too.
I used
Um,
to make fun of my neighbor, she was terrified of them, and one of those huge flocks of, I guess they're grackles or blackbirds, landed in her backyard. So I called her up. I said, "Krista, look out back." And she she looked at, "F you," and all this, and I said,
he's
"What are they
most
gonna do
hysterical.
to you? Flock you? Do you think they're gonna flock you to death?" I don't get it, you know?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
me, birds are big butterflies, I don't know.
yeah. Birds don't bother me. I mean, I don't like Buster's beak because it hurts.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But, no,
Just
I've
regular
I've
birds.
always
She was afraid of just even the littlest. She
yeah,
said something about the
um,
flapping. It was something about the flapping.
yeah, I yeah, I love birds, I'm not really afraid, but my dad always told me I was chased by a blue racer. I don't remember it, I don't recall it at all, but he always said he thinks that's why I'm like that.
It might be.
Um
My parents told me a story when I was a toddler. They said I wasn't scared of spiders, and I was playing in a leaf pile one day, and a big one, big grass spider got on my thigh. And they said I was running and screaming, and they think that's where the fear came from, the
yeah,
spiders.
I
Um,
respect snakes, like, I see the need for them, I know what they do for it's not like that. It's just I'm terrified of them. I can't look at them. When my kids were all my kids like snakes too, all of them, and Ken. And Ken's got me a couple times with snakes as well, but, he put one in a 2-liter Pepsi bottle and handed me. He said, "Will you go put this, like, in the truck?" He was building a home, and he said, "Here, go," and I take it, and there's a snake pecking the snake was fine, but yeah, ugh, I'm I'm absolutely like, I remember as when the kids were little, I was afraid if I encountered one, I wouldn't be able to protect my kids if it was like a snake that was trying to bite. I was really, really terrified of them. So,
Service dog Kazana
um,
wants a pet jumping spider. That's like a big thing
oh
now.
yeah,
It's a big
yeah,
thing,
that would
and
be cool.
she would love to have a pet jumping spider. They have their own little enclosures, and she said, like, if you work hard and everything, they get used to you and they're, like, tame.
Oh, that's neat. I like the
Mhm.
jumping beans. Remember the jumping beans? I used to have those as a kid, but I have seen the jumping spiders.
They're cute
But
little
that would be
faces if you
cool.
magnify them.
Yeah. I'm not really afraid of spiders. I mean, the ones that are huge, it just like, ugh, I don't really but I don't I'm not really afraid of them, but I am absolutely so about a year after we moved here, Ken had built this little box around our outback water hose so that we could cover it in the winter. We don't get a lot of freezing here, but occasionally, so we'll have to cover it. And I had went out and turned on the hose, and when I went back to turn it off, there was a snake wrapped around it. I will not turn that hose on and off, even though it was years ago. But my kids love them. They'll hold them. They'll go on and on about them, and but I'm
Oh, poor
terrified.
things can't have a pet snake.
Yeah. Well, they can't. They're grown. They can have whatever they want at their house.
No, that's true.
But my 2 that live here can't, no.
You wanna know what's a cruel joke? I saw it online. Somebody got a big rubber snake and they put it in the shower, so it was kinda dangling off the thing, so, you know, their wife, when they open the door, there's this big snake there.
Yeah. So, my our dog Charlie that recently went over the Rainbow Bridge, he knew, and I would tell him, like, "Go get it. Go show me where this," and if there was a snake, he would alert me and let me
Yeah,
know. Yeah, yeah, he would. He was really good about it. And after that thing with the snake, I would send him out first to go check and see if there was a snake. But yeah, he would alert and almost like a pointer, and point like there's a snake right there. So,
snakes are really relaxing.
mm,
They move slow and they kind of
oh
flow,
yeah.
and they kinda it's like a massage when they're going up and down you, and
Mm,
it's
yeah.
really relaxing.
Um,
Okay.
when I started working in EMS, they told us if you had a snake bite case, that they wanted you to put the snake in a bag in case they needed to get its venom. And I was like, I wouldn't, I only make $8 an hour. I'm not doing that. That's a sheriff's job. I said,
Yeah,
and I don't care if you gave me $100 an hour. I'm not putting no snake in no bag. And it
I
ain't
didn't know
riding
you
in
were
the squad
supposed
with
to
me.
do that. I
That's what
remember
they told us. Well,
Chet
because a
was
lot of
like,
people have pet snakes that are poisonous and not really
"I
relative to the area.
know."
So
Yeah.
that's why they were saying you should bring them. And I was like, "No, they go in the sheriff's car who follows us to the hospital."
When Chet was
Yeah.
2, we were at a friend's house and they had spotted a couple of copperheads in the area.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden we heard Chet shriek out. We went and there were two holes. So we freaked out. We picked him up. We have the hazard lights on. We're speeding all the way to the hospital because typically it's 30 minutes away. We made it in about 15 and we're honking the horn. I go running in there with the baby and I just start shouting, snake bite, and everything. Doctor runs out, picks him up, and looks at it. He goes, no snake bite. Apparently, I guess a wasp hit him twice right next to each other. So it looked like them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that
So,
makes sense. Yeah. I tell you, where we used to live, we had a lot of the brown recluse, and I know my one daughter got bit by a spider, and we don't know if it was a recluse, but she got a staph infection from it, and she had to go on antibiotics a couple different times to finally get rid of it.
Chet was
Um,
bitten by some kind of spider. We don't know. That tissue around the area died. He still has a
mm,
scar, and he had to be put on antibiotics. We don't know.
necrosis.
I read, yeah, I read that even a wolf spider bite is
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Mhm.
And if you look it up, images come up of them infected and necrotic tissue and everything. So it could have been a common wolf spider. I don't know.
When we first moved to the country and Ken would do these night hunts with a friend of ours, and, I used to tell him, if you get into an area and all of a sudden there's this overwhelming smell of cucumbers, you're in a mess of copperheads.
That
So
true?
you want it is very true, and he laughed at me, and then, like, 4 months later, he come home, he's like, "I gotta apologize to you. They got around all these like, dead trees," and he said, "It was like you were standing in a room full of cut, cucumbers." That's how strong of a thing it was, and he said, Keith looked at him and said, "There's a mess of copperheads." Yeah, they in a large group, like, if you just have one copperhead, it's not gonna be like that, but in a large
Right.
group of them, they put off a scent of cucumbers, yeah.
A large group of garden snakes stinks.
I think
I
snakes
can't tell
stink
you
in
what the
general.
smell is. It's just if it's
Mhm.
a nest that's large, they do have a smell.
Yeah. So, I mean, and maybe it's where my friend had an alligator in his basement, but he had snakes too, and I always felt like, that could be like a storybook, couldn't it? My friend with an alligator in the basement.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
There's an
but
alligator in the basement.
yeah, I could smell like it was just, to me, a reptile smell.
Mhm.
Um, I'd rather smell stinky dogs, that's all I'm gonna say. It didn't smell good, yeah. And they took good care of them and all of that, but yeah, I it's not something I could do for sure, yeah.
Could they touch them? Could they pet them?
The alligators?
Yeah.
I don't know, I never went down there. Um, I know, like, they fed their snakes and held their snakes and stuff. I never watched it, but I know that they did. I
Yeah.
know they brought the school let them bring in a couple, like, non-venomous snakes to the to the school and show them. So, yeah, I wish Buster, like, wasn't so unpredictable because it would be cool to take him to, like, a school, or if he would wear a harness, um, because he does like little kids. He
Is
likes them
somebody
too
bringing
much,
that up?
though. Hmm?
Is somebody bringing that up?
What's that? I don't think so, I was just thinking about that
Oh,
anti-teals.
oh.
Oh, anti
Those dang oh,
uh,
here comes the word venomous. Oh my god, we started it.
oh, I have something related to that. Okay, can you guys hang on a second?
For those
I'll
that
be right
don't
back.
know, last
I'll be
week
right back.
the word of the day was venomous. And I guess you had to be there in the chat. And Kondo started this thing about venomous cockatiels and venomous this, and so it never ended.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Let me look to see what's in the chat.
So I got Condo a present at Target but it only costs $1, and it probably costs me
Yeah.
$7 to ship it, so I'm just gonna show them. This is called it's snake venom. It's from Target. They have their Target Circle stuff
Can you
out.
eat them? Can you eat
They're
them
just
for real?
I don't know, but it's not like snakes. I don't know what it is, but anyway, Condo, I'm keeping it because 'cause I'm not spending $7 to send it to you, but this for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it would probably break from my post office. But when I saw it said venom, it does have a little picture of a snake, and it doesn't actually didn't even really bother me.
That
But
doesn't bother you, no?
usually it does, but that one I don't know. It's really tiny. Um,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm gonna write condo on the side. Yeah, and just put it up. Oh, and that's my only. I have 2 Halloween decorations now.
You have 2? What's the other one?
It's like this little ghost holding candy corn. Um, I don't really do a bunch of, oh, no, I didn't, Amanda. Did
Are your
you?
birds scared of Halloween things?
Not really. Um, oh, hang on. Oh, yeah,
We
Yulunka
don't we don't
had
typically go ahead.
oh, Amanda sent me a text that a Melbourne airport in '05, the telltale flipping noises came from a woman's waist, revealed her secret 51 tropical fish tucked into a water-filled apron under her skirt.
That's the hell that sounds like my kinda woman. Let's go have a beer with her.
Kondo would have loved to have been the officer on that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he would have put that in a
Christmas is
USB
out.
port.
Christmas is out already.
I
My
I
best friend
actually
mailed me, a video. She was in some store, I don't know where, but it was Christmas music, and she panned the place, and it was all Christmas.
probably Hobby Lobby. I went down to get my salad and stuff from Food Lion this morning, and the lady in front of me was telling the lady she at work, she works at Hobby Lobby, and she said Christmas stuff is 40% off already. So I'd say it was Hobby Lobby. I was
Wow.
like, it's not even Halloween. That's we were talking
No,
about that.
where's
Like
all
it's
the
not even
Halloween
yeah.
decorations? Yeah.
So yeah. I guess it was today only or something. And oh, that's cute. I like that. Now, see, Buster sometimes I think gets a little bit afraid of like skeleton. He likes the little ones. He's okay, but that one would probably scare him. Um, apparently
Yeah.
monkey
We
masks are
were
a big
away on
no-no.
vacation. Last year, we went to New Jersey. We visited condo. We were in New Jersey. I came back. Ani was, put up at a, um, bed and breakfast for birds up there. So, my girlfriend was coming to the house. She was taking care of all the animals every day. So, we come home, and I looked in the cage, and this was sitting on the perch. Talk about freaky, caught me off
Oh, that's
guard.
funny.
That was the funniest joke. Now I don't know what to do with it. I have so much.
Yeah.
Are you accumulating things as you get older?
Yeah, I try really hard to get rid of stuff, and I'll get rid of stuff, but then I get other stuff. I'm really bad about kitchen gadgets. I
Oh,
have a
no.
lot of I like kitchen gadgets, but in my defense, we do cook a lot. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so I mean, I love like I have instant pot that I've used once in a year. But if I need my instant pot to make my refried beans homemade, I want to have it. So I
I can
keep
eat
it.
popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not venomous.
No, it's not venomous. Well, I'll send you this and you can make it venomous. I thought it was cute though. It was only Target Circle has these little things for Halloween for
That
$1.
that is the oddest thing for them to have had.
Yeah,
Don't you
well,
think?
there's
That is
another one that
random.
other one had ghost in them and pumpkins, and Hannah bought a couple of them, but I bought that one for condo. Um, if they'd be good inside an enchilada, yeah, it would, wouldn't it? That's the green sauce. That's the magic sauce I make.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle,
Yeah.
sprinkle.
Oh, goodness. Oh, bye, Nadia. Yeah, radioactive what about bees?
Mhm. Does anybody have any questions before we go? It's 55 minutes in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm looking at the chat. If you want to say anything or have any questions, type away.
Yeah, Nadia, I let us know how you're doing. I'm glad to hear from
What's wrong
you.
with
It's been a
Nadia?
while. But she just has some health but she
Oh,
I haven't heard from her in a long time. It was nice to see her here tonight. I mean, it's nice to see everybody, but,
yeah.
yeah. Residents
There's
reported a
Yolanda.
seeing.
In Florida, a pet boa constrictor went on an adventure. Residents reported seeing a slithering mystery winding through the lawns, mailboxes, and even a barbecue. The snake was safely returned home. Anyway,
Oh,
what
oh,
to talk
good.
about?
Mm,
My snake
yeah.
got out once. That was horrible because, like I said, do they eat birds? Sunny is safe. He has such tiny bars. Everybody was safe except for Ani because his bars are wide. And I don't know what would happen. I have no idea. Ani's pretty big. I don't see that anything would happen, but it didn't matter because I'm sure he would freak out if he saw it. And the snake got out. That was awful. I looked in here, couldn't find it. Scott looked in here, couldn't find it. We shut the door. We designated this room clear. Went room to room, couldn't find him. We finally gave up and we were like, oh no. I mean, I've heard of snakes missing for like a year and then they can go 10 months or so without eating. So it would still be living. And we were
Mm,
wondering, I was like, if it's in the wall and it dies, it's going to stink. We're going to have to worry if it's going to scare Ani. It was awful. And I came back in this room. I don't know why. I got on my hands and knees because I didn't look in this one crack. Don't you know that's the one crack where he was? I have never been so happy. Never.
yeah,
But
that
we're
would
keeping this door closed now, just in case. I mean,
yeah, that would terrify
62
me.
years old. I've had snakes since I was 10. One has never gotten out. So you're talking 50 years of no accidents. And I thought, well, we'll keep the door closed just in case.
Yeah. Erica asked if any of our birds are afraid of a certain color. Um,
Oh,
I know Buster has he likes orange and blue, I think the best, but he also likes green, but I don't think I've seen him scared of any certain color, but there are certain bigger items that he sometimes will frighten him. That's what really cracks me up, the way that he's obsessed with, like, brooms and things like that, because you think he would be afraid of them, but he's not, so.
little Sonny, the cockatiel's favorite color is yellow. So he's got
So
colored
is
fur food and
Percy's.
he'll eat all the yellow before
Mhm.
anything else. And Tika, the cockatoo that I had before, couldn't stand the red and purple colored ones.
Mm.
So she'd leave them, and out of stubbornness, I'd leave the kibble there, saying, "No, you're eating that." So what she started to do, I couldn't believe she did this. She had a water bottle that she drank out of. She started shoving the red ones and purple things up in the water bottle to hide them.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's interesting.
she came eating
A
colored
scare
colored food, and we switched her over to good food.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying Earl, I mean, I had him a lot better, but then he just all of a sudden about a year ago got weird. But yeah, my live's tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard, and then 2 weeks from today, we'll be on Rebecca's channel. We're gonna talk about
Yeah,
crows.
yeah, we're gonna talk about crows for
Yeah,
sure.
crows, yeah.
But don't forget,
Um,
because that can be a subject we can talk about a long time.
oh, yeah. Um, so get your crow knowledge on.
Yeah,
Service dog Amanda, thank you for moderating. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad I found that I can make it where you have to be subscribed for a certain amount of time before commenting. Because I that tonight was peaceful. It was fun. So,
yeah.
and Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the likes, comments, and all that. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you guys later. Thank you. Bye. Venomous.
Venomous.